Boy, have our lives gotten busy, and it seems like they just keep getting busier. So, why not make a meal ahead of time? That's right, pop it in the freezer. You can even separate them into containers for a freezer meal prep, and that way you're ready to go. Takes the stress and load off of having to prepare something last minute because sometimes you don't know what the day's going to bring at you. I have the FN Sharp Santoku knife, fantastic for veggie prep. I can't stress it enough. It's got those dimples on the blade. It just makes prepping a breeze. Now I'm cutting these Yukon Gold potatoes into planks first, about 1/4 of an inch thick. Then I'll cut them into julienne or strips. I'll turn that about 180 degrees and then go ahead and cut against those first cuts. And I'll tell you what, boom, there you go, 1/4 inch dice on your potatoes. Make sure your potatoes, your carrots, your garlic, the bell pepper, make sure everything's about uniform size, as close as possible. That just means that everything's going to cook evenly. So this will just save you from having bigger chunks that are a little bit tougher, and then meanwhile you have some really tiny chunks that are super soft and have gone almost mushy. So follow along, super simple cuts here to make prep a breeze. Once we have all of our veggies cut and we're prepared ahead of time before we actually begin the cooking part, that's called mise en place, which translates to everything in its place. So I've got my ground beef already browned up. I'm going to season it, and the recipe is available through FN Sharp. So you got the seasoning blend, you got some Worcestershire sauce going in there, you got the veggies going down, they're gonna get soft in with that beef. We're just going to keep adding layers of flavor here, I'll tell you what. So already it's got a good amount of flavors. Once we have that all sauteed up, then lastly, I'm going to go in with the onions and garlic because they're a little bit more delicate, right? So you don't want them in necessarily first because they might get too brown or overly cooked. And then lastly, some frozen peas. Again, you can swap out and do whatever veggies you want. This is a Mexican picadillo, which is different from a Cuban picadillo. The Cuban version has, it's briny because it'll have a lot of olives in there, right? Tomato sauce, let it simmer. All these flavors just come together. Let the sauce reduce. Now let's pop some vibrancy in here with some fresh cilantro. So as you can see, what I'm doing first is I'm kind of going up and down, right? I'm also working this bunch of cilantro until it's more manageable that I can go ahead and rock the Santoku knife back and forth. And as you can see, I grabbed the bunch and kind of give it a turn. And then we're going to add this. I happen to have some scallions. That's the other green part in the video. If you have some scallions on hand, that's great too. Again, there's no necessarily right or wrong. And this is a great way to use up some of those veggies you've had on hand. Make sure to check out this recipe and many more on fnsharp.com.